Hello friends, in this video we will look at the regular expressions which is a part of the theory of computation. We have looked at the finite automata in the previous videos, and if you have not referred to those videos you can go back and check out the links for those videos. Regular expression is a way of writing the language accepted by a finite automata. So that is the definition of a regular expression, that what purpose it is solving. It is used to write what language will be accepted by the finite automata, and regular expression is a short notation which will represent all the strings of the language. So only one expression can be used for expressing all the strings, and it is a shorthand notation which helps in understanding that what patterns are there in the given in the language of a given automata. So let us look at what are the regular expressions. So coming to the regular expressions, first of all we will look at the definition of regular expressions. So a regular expression describes the language which is accepted by a finite automata, and it is representing the match of the character combinations in the string. So it is used to represent the pattern that is there in the string which is accepted by the automata. So now the question arises that how we can write a regular expression which describes a particular language of a given automata. So in order to write the regular expressions, what we can do is, epsilon in itself is a regular expression. Then even the null character is also a regular expression. Now there is a difference between the epsilon and null. Epsilon means that the string is empty, but language contains epsilon. And null means that the language is null, there is no string present in the language. So epsilon means there is an empty string, and null means there is no string in the language contains nothing. Then any expression, regular expression R1 and R2 are in themselves regular expressions. Now here R1 and R2, what they can be? They can be epsilon, they can be null, they can be any of the alphabets from the input alphabet, they can be any symbol from the input alphabet, and we can represent two regular expressions R1 and R2 with the concatenation operation. We can apply the concatenation operation to them. That means one followed by the other, R1 concatenated with R2. This is represented by a dot operation, and if we don't write anything between two regular expressions, then it means it is concatenation. Then we have R1 plus R2, which is the union of the two regular expressions. And then we have that means R1 is followed by R1 or R2, anything out of the two or both can happen. And R1 R2 concatenated means R1 is followed by R2. Then we have R1 star or R2 star, which is the clean closure. What is the clean closure? Clean closure is R1 star includes everything starting from empty to a single symbol, then the same symbol repeated twice, thrice, 4 times, 5 times, n times. So all these strings are included in R1 star. So that is the clean closure of a regular expression. Then we can say that a symbol A, if it belongs to the input alphabet, then A is a regular expression, which means that the language of the given automata will include A as the string in it. And when we write A plus, that means positive closure. So positive closure means minimum one length string is there. That means at least A is there, or double A, triple A, 4 times A, and so on. So this positive closure, it excludes the empty. And the clean closure, it includes the empty as well. So if I write A dot A star, it is as good as writing A plus. So here are the operations on the regular expressions. Union operation R1 plus R2. So the language of R1 plus R2 is the language of R1 union the language of R2. That means all the strings which belong to R1 will be included in the language. All the strings in R2 will also be included, and even a combination of both will also be included. Then concatenation. Concatenation means all the strings in R1 will be followed by all the strings in R2. So if if R1 includes A and R2 includes B, then A will always be followed by B. And one thing to note is R1 concatenation R2 is not same as R2 concatenation R1. But R1 union R2 is same as R2 union R1. Then the clean closure includes the epsilon, which is the empty, union all the strings of length 1, union all the strings of length 2, and so on till the length n, all the strings of length n. So R1 is the clean closure on the regular expression, and the language will include strings of any length from empty to n. Then we have some identities of regular expressions. If we write the null set star, that is clean closure of a null set, then it is empty. And if we write the clean closure of empty, then it is also empty. Then if we try to union empty set with something, we will get the same set as output. And if we try to combine any string with the epsilon symbol, we will get the same string as output. Now A dot A star is same as A star A, and this is same as A plus, which means the clean closure combined with a single string will give you the positive closure. Then A star and A star combined together is same as A star. Then A union A will give you A itself. Then A star clean closure of A clean closure will give you A clean closure itself. And if you have L concatenated with A union B, then you can write it as L concatenated with A plus L concatenated with B. So this is a kind of a distributive law. Then we have the law A plus B L concatenated with L will be A concatenated with L plus B concatenated with L. Then AB concatenated together whole star into A will give you A into B A whole star. So we can shift the symbols like this. Then we have empty added into A star. This means this A into A star is a positive closure of A, and if we add empty into it, it will then give us A star, because in the positive closure, if you union the empty symbol, it will give you the A star. And then we have A plus D whole star can be written as A star D star whole star, or it can also be written as A star plus D star whole star. So let us look at some examples of the regular expressions. So if we have an expression A plus 1A star, this means alone A can come in the string. Then from the second portion, we can have alone 1. We can have 1 and A, and then we can have any number of times A repeating after 1. So we can have A from the first one, and from the second one we can have 1 A's, 1 appearing once, then 1 followed by single A, 2A, 3A, 4A up to n A's. Then we have A star concatenated with 1 concatenated with A star. So this string can contain alone 1 because both A star and A star can become empty. So we have 1 in the language of the given string, and then we have A preceding 1, then 1, then we can have 1 followed by a single A, then both the A's can appear on the either side, then we can have 2 A's, 1 A, and we can have any number of A's on both sides of 1. But 1 is mandatory because 1 is not having any clean closure on it. So 1 is the minimum string of this particular regular expression. Then we have A plus empty and concatenated with 1 plus empty. Now here what we can have is this A combined with this 1. For this we have A1. Then this A combined with this empty. For this we have A. Then empty with 1. So we have 1 for it. And we have empty with empty. So we have empty. And this is the only 4 things that can be written in the language of this particular expression. Then we have O plus B star. Now O plus B star, as we have looked in the previous slide, this is same as O star plus B star whole star. That means any number of times O, any number of times B, and in any order they can appear. So since this is clean closure, it will include empty, then single O, single B, 2 times O, OB, BB, BO, any order is allowed in this particular language. Then we have O plus B whole star, OBB. Now here we can have A, O and B appearing in any order, any number of times, necessarily ending in OBB. So OBB must be present in the regular expression. Then we have double A star. Now here we can have empty. That means this is double A power 0. So that is empty. Then double A power 1. So 2 times A can appear. We cannot have a single A. We will always have A as a multiple of 2 in this particular language. Because A, 2A concatenated, they have to appear. Then similarly we have 2O star, then 2O B star followed by a B. So in this language, these 2 parts are optional. So minimum string will be B. Then we have 2 O's followed by B. So it will always, all the strings always will end in B. And we can have 2 O's, we can have 4 O's, we can have 6 O's, any multiples of 2. Similarly, we can have B's in multiples of 2, either 0, then 2, then 4, then 6. So likewise, we will write the strings for this particular language. I hope this video is useful to you and you are able to understand what are regular expressions. In the next video, we will look at how to design a finite automata for a regular expression. Thank you very much.